On July 1st, 2021, in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Heidi from the YouTube channel Lil Red Heidi Hood began her first river kayaking trip. Her channel usually shows calm outdoor routines, but this run felt different from the start. Fast water ahead, shifting currents, and something on the riverbank she didn't expect.
Good morning, guys. I did not get much sleep last night because I'm so excited. I'm doing something for the first time. I'm going kayaking. I've never been kayaking down a river before.
Did you get it buoyant?
The water is super clear.
It is intimidating.
Are you scared?
No.
I am.
But wait till you see it. You're like, oh, all of that. All that noise for these 6 inches of water.
Oh my gosh, we're getting back in?
Yeah.
Everything's going pretty smooth so far, except for the fact that I don't know if you can hear in the background, but there is a huge rapid set right up here. I've only been in the kayak for like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna have to learn pretty quickly here how to manage rapid set number 2. There is the rapid set. I'm scared.
She entered the river and approached the first rapid, the current tightening beneath her boat. It was her first time handling moving water, and the pull was stronger than she anticipated. She cleared it, but the uneasy quiet that followed hinted the river wasn't done with her yet. The second rapid rose quickly, a larger, sharper drop that pushed her kayak into a line she struggled to hold. She made it through, shaken but upright, aware now of how easily the current could have taken over. Downstream, the calm felt thin, as if waiting for something else to break it.
Right here, next to it, but he didn't come up very high. I just saw like his back and I guess one of his fins. It was like yellowish green. We just spotted a group of 3 otters swimming happily over there. So yeah, we've got some competition, some predators in the water. There's the bear running from the train. It's way over there. Right, running along the bank, headed straight for us. Yeah, I think we should go.
Oh, there he is.
He's coming. Okay, so there's a railroad track right up there. And I'm pretty sure they're just hanging out. Oh wait, he's right there on the bank. There he is.
Then she saw movement along the bank. A black bear running parallel to her kayak, keeping pace as she drifted downstream. It stayed with her longer than she expected before finally falling behind, leaving her with the quiet that comes only after danger has passed. Viewers pointed out how unstable her kayak looked at the second rapid, and how quickly the bear closed distance. Some questioned whether her inexperience on river water made the encounter riskier than it appeared, turning simple moments into something far less predictable. If this was her first time on fast water, one question remains. What set the bear into motion that day? And how close did she come to a very different ending just outside the frame? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. On May 28, 2022, in the cold reach of San Francisco Bay, Kara and Nate, creators of the travel-focused YouTube channel Kara and Nate, set out to attempt a swim many fear even to imagine. Their videos often follow global challenges, but this one forced Nate to confront his deepest fear. Dark, open water stretching from Alcatraz to shore.
Swimming in deep, dark, murky water, and having no clue what was swimming around me has been my biggest phobia. So today, I am facing my biggest fear and undertaking one of the hardest physical challenges of my entire life as Kara and I attempt to swim 1.5 miles in cold, open water from the infamous Alcatraz prison to the shores of San Francisco. We've come down to the marina that's just on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge to meet up with Brian, who is gonna be the pilot of the boat that is gonna make sure that we don't drown today. We're doing this under the supervision of professionals.
So if you look over here, those 3 buildings combined are called Fort Mason. That's going to be our first sighting location. Pick one of the 3 of them. It doesn't matter which one. I just want you to swim toward them. Water temperature right now is 53 degrees. Air temperature is about 52.
It's cold!
I'm alive! I'll have fun!
Fort Mason!
Here we go! See you on the beach! We'll see you there!
When we first jumped in the water, we were running on pure adrenaline. The combination of my heart beating 1,000 miles per hour and the cold water made it almost impossible to catch my breath.
I had thought the cold would be the hardest part of this swim for me. Turns out it was the least of my problems. I began to panic because I could not catch my breath.
Not to mention, it was pretty much the first time we had ever swam in open water. Having never done anything like this before, it felt a bit like being in a washing machine.
I just crawled my first wrinkle of water. What are we doing? I just working on controlling my breathing.
Keep swimming. You got this. 5 strokes. Give me 5. 5 breaststroke. Keep the freestyle going.
They reached the starting point near Alcatraz and entered the water, the cold hitting instantly. Nate struggled to control his breath as the shock set in, trying to keep moving despite the panic closing in around him. Kara pushed forward beside him as he fought to stay focused. The bay felt wider with every stroke, hinting that the hardest stretch remained ahead.
Once we reached the halfway point, I felt like I was finally hitting a bit of a groove. My heart rate started to slow down, and I finally felt like I had a little bit of control. And that was the first time during the entire swim that I thought about sharks. My eyes started wandering down into the deep, murky water beneath me, and I promise I started seeing shadows. I can't remember what snapped me out of it. It was probably swallowing some more water, something like that, but I knew I could not let my mind wander back there again.
I see the beach, let's go!
At this point, I finally felt like I was in a bit of a rhythm, but then I realized just how cold my body had gotten. It felt like we had been in the water forever.
Keep driving into that beach.
I had no idea how long it had actually been, but I knew I wasn't getting any warmer, and the beach still felt so far away.
Farther from the island, their pace changed. Nate slowly regained control after reaching the midpoint, managing longer strokes as his heartbeat steadied. Yet the sight of the dark water below resurfaced every worry he had carried into this challenge. Kara faced her own battle, realizing how little distance she seemed to gain despite her effort. Both continued through the cold, uncertain how much more the bay would test them.
We were told that if we took too long to get across, we'd be forced to get back in the boat due to risk of hypothermia.
We posted our potential finishing location on Instagram. We didn't know if anyone would actually show up, but I cannot tell you how much we needed every single one of those cheers as we neared the end of the swim.
You did so good!
Nearing the shoreline, exhaustion settled in as the cold deepened. Then they heard cheering from the beach, voices that had come to encourage them through the final stretch. Step by step, they made it out of the water, faces numb and bodies shaking, but the challenge finally behind them. Relief and disbelief mixed as they stood on the sand, knowing they had completed the swim they feared most. Viewers noted how demanding the swim truly was, especially in water that cold and currents that strong. Many pointed out that their safety team and conditioning made the attempt possible, raising questions about how unprepared swimmers might struggle under the same conditions. With dark water beneath them and shifting currents all around, some wondered what moved below the surface as they passed. In a place known for uncertainty, how close did they come to challenges the camera never revealed? On November 29, 2025, deep in the mudflats and mangroves of Australia, Nick Fry, known for his raw catch-and-cook adventures, set out for another 2-day hunt. But the stillness of the mangroves carried a darker edge. Every hole hid something unseen, and the only tool he had was his bare hand.
Well, we made it back out into the mangroves. The sun's slowly setting. We've only got a couple hours left out here, and we need 2 of these giant mud crabs. Let's get going, Vixie. It's an awesome place to find crabs. You often overlook them, sitting up in amongst the mangrove roots here. All the best crabs I've found over the years tend to be right up these streams, as far up as you can go. Big males, which is exactly what we're looking for. All right, so that is a big mud crab hole. As you can see, it's way bigger than my hand. In other states of Australia, you can actually put a hook down and pull them out that way, but here, it's illegal. So what I like to do is I bring just a piece of a hand spear, and I don't hook them, I just put them in to feel if they're in there. Okay. So that we're hearing right there, it's literally, wow, he's not far in. We're not allowed to use that to grab the mud crabs, but we're allowed to use our bare hands. So he's not very far in there, so fingers crossed. Holy crap. I almost just lost my finger. Woo! It's like I can almost see him. Where are you, mate? Ah! Oh, release, 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 release. Oh my goodness. He's a big solid buck and he just grabbed me and he's detached his claw, which is a defense mechanism they do, obviously when they feel threatened. Let's get the other half of this bugger. Oh my God, he's gonna get me again. Oh, that's his claw, that's his claw. Oh, buddy. We got him, look at him there. Not bad. This is looking so good for crabs here. Kinda don't wanna put my hand down any more holes right now. I've got a crab here. Just don't wanna take his... Guys, that's a big crab. That is a really good crab. It's like a bigger crab than we caught just before, but I don't know if you can see me pressing there. See how it's soft? Pokes in a bit. So basically he's going through the molting stage. These crabs, they grow so quick, they can double in size in a few months. So I like to put these guys back because I know they're growing. So I'll put him back there. You can see he's had a battle with another crab. Oh, let's go that way, buddy. This hole just goes on, and there's no doubt a giant crab sitting at the back of that. But my arm's only as long as this, so we're not gonna get him today. Not what I was expecting to find. What happened here? Well, the outboard's gone and there's nothing in it, so I'm assuming it's been dumped. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's a cool little boat. Perfect for setting pots out here. I'll grab the Rego just in case someone's actually lost it. There's been a few big storms recently, and maybe it's just a little tender boat that snapped from the mooring and washed up in here.
The first crab hole came with no warning. Nick reached into the dark opening the way he'd done since childhood, following the rules that banned any tools. Seconds later, a crushing force clamped hard around his index finger. His shout broke the quiet as he ripped his hand free, a massive claw tearing out with him. After a few breaths, he pushed his hand back into the same hole and lifted the crab out, confirming it was a keeper despite the sting still running through his finger. But the mangroves had more waiting beneath the mud.
What the hell was that? There's a crab moving just here. I don't know if there's a hole. Oh, look at that. Oh man, he's quick too. He's held up under this log. Okay. What's happening right there is he is in the middle of intercourse pretty much. That's why he's so angry. Oh, okay, this fella right here has likely been in a fight. Something's happened in the last tide. I'd say he's had a big battle with another angry male. He's missing multiple legs. We're not gonna take this guy. I always feel bad for the males that have been in battle, so I'll put him down. Oh, I'm getting tired and sore. Look at this tide, it's coming up. We've spotted a big juicy monster mud crab. All right, I can get him out. Oh, he's waking up now. Look at that, we got him. How am I gonna get him out of here? Oh no, he's hanging on again. Oh mate, he's heavy. He's definitely heavy. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. Oh, look at that. This is a big crab. Look at that, that's what we've been chasing. The big monster muddy. He's perfect size. That tide is pumping in. I don't know if you can see, but it's filling up. We're gonna be swimming home if we don't get going now, so.
Day 2 brought rising water and tighter margins. As the tide surged through the mangrove roots, he spotted the second giant crab wedged beneath a collapsing bank. With the water climbing fast, he moved quickly, reaching in and dragging the crab free before the hole disappeared under the tide. It was the biggest catch of the trip, earned in the last moments before the path behind him began to flood. Viewers questioned the risk of using bare hands in holes where a single pinch caused real injury, especially with the tide rising around him. Many noted that timing mattered as much as strength. One hesitation, and the second crab might have vanished underwater. If these 2 crabs hid in the first holes he checked, how many larger ones waited deeper in the mangroves, just out of sight, beneath water that rises faster than anyone expects? On January 26, 2024, along a cold and quiet river, the Vince Fishing Channel recorded a moment that slipped far outside a normal winter outing. 2 young anglers set out expecting nothing unusual, yet something in that stretch of water waited to prove them wrong.
What's up?
It's all private in here.
Oh, we're walking up the river.
Get out of the river and get on the road. Well,
We talked to police officers. You can call the cops if you want.
go ahead.
We talked to Officer Ships who said you can fish all of this if you walk up the river. The state owns the water. State owns the water. We talked to him right down there at the playground. You can get Officer Ships. He's a police officer. Ships.
High Bridge?
Yeah. We have it on video. What's up?
High Bridge Police?
Yes. Yeah. He said the state owns the water.
They don't. It's all posted. I own the water. I'm the owner of the property.
Okay.
I own both sides of the river, and it's all posted. And I'm going to go call Officer Ships
Yeah, you can do that.
right now.
Cool.
But in the interim, if you guys wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate you come out.
Well, we would walk down and go on public because you own this. Can't own the water.
You cannot walk up the middle of the stream.
All right, well, that's what you're telling us. If you get a police officer here, then we can go up.
No fishing.
When the officer gets here, man.
The shift began with a voice breaking through the stillness, sharp, demanding, and carrying a certainty that didn't match the calm around them. The boys barely had time to understand what was happening before the river felt claimed by someone who insisted it was his alone. From there, the quiet began to thin in unsettling ways.
And I got a couple of guys trespassing on my property.
It's not trespassing. State owns the water.
Officer, what was his name?
Officer Ships. This is crazy, guys. It is ridiculous.
We're trying to fish. This is state water.
Do you know how many people sit right there and go up this every day? Do you know you can't own the water? It's water. You can't own water.
This piece of property.
This is the property. We're not on your property.
You're being on my property.
Okay, the police officer that you're calling right now said the state owns the water.
You can't fish in our section of the club. This is a private club.
That doesn't make sense. Like, dude, right there, and the water flows into your section of the club. So it makes
What
no
about the
sense.
gorge? Do you own the gorge?
Above our property in the gorge, that's fine.
Sir, it's not
We
our-
own this property on both sides of the river. You cannot access this property.
Okay, if you just said you own
You
both
look on
sides.
Google,
I'm not trying to be
standing on.
difficult.
What are you
What?
standing on?
In the river.
My boots touching it. I'm not touching it. There's so many different ways you can argue this. That's the crazy part. But we'll see what the cop says. If he says we gotta go, we're out of here. Don't worry about
Well,
that.
we're not going to come up on there, though.
But we won't walk up this. It's public, the pull-off we're at up there. It's public there. We walked
It's
right
not
down.
public
And we didn't touch this.
Yeah,
we didn't touch
walked
this.
from public land,
I'll
though.
give you permission to come out because I'd like to get your...
As the argument grew heavier, the man's frustration turned into a call for the police. The boys held to what they'd been told earlier, but the uncertainty around them felt harder to ignore. With every passing moment, the riverbank seemed to tighten around the conversation. Then footsteps approached, marking the next turn none of them expected.
What's up?
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I would really appreciate it if you let us walk back. I don't really feel
We
comfortable
don't.
coming
We're not gonna walk back up here. We're gonna walk where it's public. If you want us to come up to here, or we can just talk right here. It's whatever you want.
Well, it's private property, so whatever you guys do, you gotta come out of the river.
Yeah, well, so basically, to our understanding, I want you to just understand our side of the story. Officer Ships, we have him on video saying that the state owns the water, and if we wanted to fish right here, we could walk up the river. That's what we did. So we didn't go on their property, which is why I'm telling you I don't want to walk here or there, because that's what they own. But we have an officer on video saying, my name's Officer Ships, and we could walk here to there. We've never been kicked out before. If you say we have to leave, we will be out of here.
We were told that we were allowed to walk from public property up the river.
I got what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay, and these guys have been here for years.
Yeah.
Okay, they're allowed to have a chain across their private property on both sides. You're not getting a citation.
Okay, I just wanted to tell you what we're, like, why.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's private property.
Okay.
So you do have to.
Yeah, I told you we'll go if you need us to go. But we're not.
Can you guys get out here?
I don't. If we have permission to go up this.
My permission to
come up on the property.
All right, cool. Because we're on the pull off up there.
There's no problem for me,
Yep.
okay? To be honest with you, I don't like dealing with this nonsense either, okay? But these guys have a fishing club that have been here for years, and they're super particular about guys being in here. I've never issued anybody summonses. I just know that for years, as long as they say they don't want you in here. I honestly, professionally, don't understand the legality of part of the river being private property. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, which is why I don't care how much people yell and scream about it.
Lake Solitude.
I'm not issuing summonses. Yeah. Like, there's literally a cable that they have across the river further upstream. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Yeah. I don't get it. Okay, one time we had kids come down in a canoe, and these guys were losing their minds. I don't get it. I don't get it, but I'm not going to open a can of worms by, like, the only way I would find out is if I gave you guys a summons and then you guys went to court and then fought it and paid a bunch of money for attorneys and took it to, like, the Supreme Court. Like, like, you guys are kids being kids. It's cool. You're not in trouble with me. Got it? I don't care what anybody says. You're not getting the ticket. Okay. Got it? Okay. So you guys don't get in trouble in the future. I kind of take your side in this. I get it. I understand. The problem is as far as, like I said, the private property rules go, when they say you guys can't be here, then like otherwise then it's like, well, they refused to leave after they were told. Well, then it's like, shit, now I gotta charge you. And that's different than just trespassing on private property. Like, once you're told it's private property, and like I said, these guys have been doing this for years. They've been like this for years about this, so it's been adjudicated in the courts. They're allowed to do it. I don't personally agree with it, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
no, but
we're just fishing.
What are you posting under?
Vince fishing on everything.
Fishing
yep.
On everything.
YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
I'm gonna look it up as soon as I get back in the truck.
You'll see some interesting encounters with some people.
Awesome, cool. So am I gonna end up on YouTube here?
If I ask your permission and you say yes.
Oh, dude, this is a public service profession. You do whatever you want with my footage. Just don't make me look fat. Sorry, I already blew that one. We're good, dude. I'm getting famous here, so don't ruin my shot.
Take it all.
All right. Yes, you guys are good. You got any questions? No. You're good. We're cool?
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey,
thank you.
Good luck, all right?
Best of luck catching
guys, stay safe. All right?
Go further down the river. You'll have better luck.
Sunday in, like, Nowheresville.
Oh my! And you know what? We talked to another officer the other day who said we could walk from the public property in the water to do it. And these two older guys, they came down. They were so mad. But we're all good. The cops, they said they're on our side.
So are we.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
The officer's arrival didn't settle the tension. It shifted it. Questions were met with unclear answers, and the truth worked its way into a gray space neither side seemed able to escape. Once the exchange ended, the boys stepped away, hoping the moment would stay behind. But before the day closed, the river offered one last surprise, ending their trip on a note no argument could overshadow. Viewers argue whether this was a simple misunderstanding or a glimpse into how fragile ownership becomes when law, memory, and personal belief collide. The unclear answers only made the moment feel stranger. If one claim can shift the entire mood of a river, what else might bend just as easily the next time someone walks upstream? On December 4th, 2021, in the quiet town of Sparta, Tennessee, Jeremy Bowsides from the YouTube channel Exploring with Nug returned to a case that had haunted the community for 21 years. His channel focuses on locating missing people beneath rivers and lakes, places where answers often sink out of sight. That morning, the water seemed still, but something long buried was waiting.
And I tell you what, this place is really pretty, very quiet, nobody out here, so we can keep to ourselves, do our thing, and not bother anybody. Let's get the boat in the water, see what we can find. So location number 2 is definitely looking like a bust. I haven't seen anything in the water, and I've been looking for a while. There are some huge balls of bait fish out here, but on the bottom, it's just sand and mud. There's not even any boulders, really. So, I mean, if there was a car out here, it would jump off the screen at me. But let me show you what I'm looking at out here, and then we'll pack up, and then we're gonna head over to spot number 3. See that huge blob right there in the center of the screen? That's a bait ball or a ball of fish. Small minnows and stuff that swim around. But usually when there's those, there's big fish feeding off of them, but I don't really see any big fish right now. A couple of them pop up on the screen, but nothing really to take home unless you're gonna eat it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't fish. So location number 2, I'm gonna say is cleared. There's not one vehicle out here. There's really hardly anything even in the water. I mean, there's a few fish and some big old bait balls, but literally everything you're looking at right now is what's here. A whole lot of mud and dirt and the occasional boulder. That means we need to wrap it up one more time, head to location number 3, check it really good. Hopefully we find something there, because today we are striking out and I'm running out of places to search. It's kind of disappointing me, but you know what? We'll keep going, see what happens. This is the last shot, last spot that I know of to hunt. This river looks amazing, so if there is a car out here, there's gonna be no problem finding it and diving on it. But we're running out of daylight, so let's get out here and see what we can find. All right, fly that back some, see what we can find. So I'm scanning right now. I've been out in the water here about 20-30 minutes, like I said. I've seen a few things that, you know, kind of looked like a car. It's possible. There are a lot of trees out here though, so I don't know if it's actually a car or not. Whoa. Oh, okay. That's okay. That's 100% a car right in front of my face. Man. Okay. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that a bit. That, found a car. We found a car. You saw it, I saw it. Oh no. Now, what are the chances? What are the chances? Oh no. I'm lost. I'm lost for words. I've been looking all day and I finally found a car. Can it be them? Let's go over it again. It's coming up right here. So we're looking at like 13 feet and the water is 46 degrees, which is bone chilling. You don't get a better picture than that. And dude, you can almost tell the shape of it. And I'm not gonna lie, man, that looks like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what kind of car it looks like, because I know what kind of car I want it to be. But I mean, it's got a short trunk and it's got a long nose, you know. Oh, okay. We're good.
At the Calf Killer River, Jeremy began sweeping the riverbed with sonar, tracing the same route investigators had passed countless times. The screen shifted, soft outlines, drifting shadows, until one shape refused to blend into the rest. It didn't look misplaced. It looked forgotten. But the river wasn't done revealing what it held. After marking the location, Jeremy returned to the water with his dive gear.
Let's just get in the water. Let's go for a dive, see what's down there. Almost there. What is missing? All the windows are up. It's a Pontiac. 473 EJR. It's them. They're coming home. They're coming home. I'm lost. I'm lost for words. I'm so glad I could find them. I'm so sad that that's where they ended up. And I can't believe it's been over 20 years they've been sitting there waiting for someone to find them, and I'm glad I did. I don't know. It's a weird mix of emotions. I can't even explain it. And but you know what? This isn't about me. This is about getting them home, and we're gonna do that today. So let's start making phone calls. Let's get people down here. Let's get them out of the water. It's time.
The cold river muted everything as he descended toward the shape beneath him. What he found matched the dimensions investigators had discussed for decades. Silent, intact, and waiting just below visibility. Even the smallest detail he uncovered confirmed what many had feared. Yet the surface still held the moment no one could prepare for.
How you doing?
First things first, brother.
Oh yeah?
This is amazing, man. We've been looking for these two kids forever.
Yeah,
Let me see this license plate. Oh my God. Calling dispatch right now to run this tag.
Okay.
And they've been here the whole time, right down in there.
That's crazy. That happened.
How deep is that?
I was like 10 feet.
I need you to run a tag for me. And this is big. When you're ready. 473 Echo John Robert. Is that the Fosters? Okay, we found the car. Start a car for me right here, right now. Okay. This is the Explorer with a nook. I've been watching your videos, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, you just became White County's hero, trust me.
That's awesome.
I done hugged him and everything, man.
You just don't understand how big this is.
I told him that.
Hey, is he getting around? Also getting.
Chris, why are you gonna put that down? What?
Go over here all the way. Yeah. Just got a piece coming down the hill. All right, hold up.
Yeah.
Hey, where you looking? Look. There it goes.
Aaron and Jeremy. Been missing over 20 years. They're going home.
When recovery crews arrived, the river finally gave up what it had kept hidden. The vehicle rose slowly from the water, coated in years of silt, but unmistakable in form. It was the Pontiac Grand Am, the one missing since Aaron Foster and Jeremy Bechtel vanished in 2000. Jeremy informed the sheriff, and confirmation followed. 21 years of uncertainty collapsed into one undeniable truth. There was nothing left for the river to hide. Some viewers noted how families had driven past this spot for years, unaware the answer was only a few feet away. Others pointed out how a person can disappear beneath shallow water without a trace, raising uneasy questions about how many mysteries remain unseen. If a missing car could rest untouched beneath a familiar river for 2 decades, how many other stories lie just out of sight, close enough to pass every day, yet hidden long enough to be forgotten? On May 4th, 2021, along a remote river reached only by a long upstream hike, the anglers behind One Rod One Reel Fishing were hunting trout the way they always do. But the farther they moved into the silence, the more the place felt like it was holding something back, until a stranger appeared and changed the entire tone of the day.
Good, how are you? Having luck today?
Where are you guys coming in from?
Where do we come in from?
Parking lot way down there. What's that?
Where did we come in from, bro? We just parked.
Where'd you guys come in from?
I don't know exactly. I didn't drive. I don't know, man. Sorry.
Where'd you walk in?
We wait up the creek.
Where?
This creek? This creek's.
Explain to me exactly where.
Yeah, 4 miles downstream.
So all those no trespassing signs, walk past, they didn't mean anything?
Wait, what? No, which no trespassing signs?
This whole side one. And there's no way you walk from down there if you didn't go on my road that has no trespassing signs on the road as well. Otherwise you swam across the big pool. Huh? You can't? Go ahead, show me, let's walk. You guys know you're on my property and you're playing games with me and it's pissing me off. Which road? Did you come in on the state land, the state parking lot? Were you trespassing something? What was the name of the parking lot?
Get out of here.
Look, you guys know you're playing games, so just be truthful with me, and then I don't send this to DEC. I just want your license so I have it on record. If I catch it on any of my cameras again, then I will send you.
I'm not trying to play games with you, sir. Had I known it was your property, then we would have left. And now that you're telling us, we won't come back.
Show me where you walk, and I'll show you the.
Yeah, sure.
I'll show you the no trespassing sign.
Sure thing. No problem. Let's go. No problem, sir.
I'll meet you. Tell the boys that I'll pass up and leave at the bottom over here. Get them all. You're on my property. I can have you arrested for being on my property.
We're not trying
And you're
to get
playing a
in
game with me, which you shouldn't be doing. If you just answered me honestly from the beginning, when I simply asked you, where did you park?
Why do I want to tell you where I parked? We were honest.
When
We
you're
said we had
standing
no
on my
idea.
property,
We had no
and then
idea.
you're hiking up into my property. That's not along the river. And for the record, I own to the midpoint of the river. You're walking up onto my road, and you can get that all in your little recording right there, as I'm doing as well. If you're on somebody else's property, just be polite. And I would say, hey guys, you're on my property.
That's fair.
That site's public.
All right, we're about to go, bro. I mean, we're cool. So we're not going to come back here, and we apologize.
You can. Just look at the maps.
Okay.
You're crystal clear where you are.
Gotcha.
But you're standing, obviously.
Yeah.
I apologize. You were scaring me a little bit.
You're scaring me too. I'm out here with my family, and I got my boys up there, and you guys are on my property.
And I apologize now that we know there's a property. I'm very, very, very sorry.
But you knew it was my property when you went out. Because if you got to this point, unless you swam, there's no way, and you and I both know it. All you had to do was be honest in the beginning. I would have given you a hard time. Because I got kids a little bit older than you. And I understand the mentality. It's okay if you cut a corner every once in a while, but if you're on somebody's property, it's perfectly fair for me to ask for your information. And you know you didn't walk down along the river to get to this point, correct? Yes or no? So, for you to do it, you had to walk up past my neighbor's houses up over there.
So,
Go ahead, show me.
sir, just
Go
let
ahead. Walk. I'll just walk with you.
Okay, you can walk with. I'll just let you know. 95% we walked across the river. The other 5% we never saw a single house. Just let you know. But yeah,
There's no way down here. It's a 50-foot drop.
Yeah,
There's no way you can do
we
it.
scaled it.
Exactly. So then you're up at my neighbor's house.
okay. Oh, we did not see any house, but yeah, we can go ahead and go.
And where
but
you
yeah,
entered on the other side, there's the no trespassing sign right there. I put up 4 of them.
and do be careful. It is a bit slippery on these rocks.
Thank you.
Go, hey, go.
They reached the falls after miles in the water, finally settling into the rhythm of the river. It should have been peaceful, but calm places have a way of shifting without warning. A man approached, angry, questioning, certain they had crossed his land. His tone sharpened with every answer, turning a simple outing into something tense and uncertain. And the deeper it went, the stranger his claim sounded.
All right, guys, so that was a bit of a mess. We're gonna try to break it down here, but basically that guy claims that we walked across the driveway through a gate to get down there, which we did nothing of the sort. We parked in a public parking lot, completely public. And because I know some of you guys are gonna be asking, public parking lot, and here's the sign. There is nothing here that's posted. As you can see, the sign is, I guess, blocked out for whatever reason. The only thing that's interesting is it does appear that people have been using it for some shooting practice. And we walked either down by the bank, or we went full send and hiked up mountains and stuff, and we're on this trail right here where it's literally marked. It's literally a marked trail.
Totally public here. And the area that we went through, we were wading up the river the entire time, and we just happened to scale a cliff and continue onward.
Yeah.
And once we got up to him, there were posted signs on the land, but we were fishing the river. So honestly, it parks in a public lot. We were fishing a public river. We waded up the river.
Yeah.
It seemed a little illegitimate. That's why I wasn't willing to give that guy any information. Yeah. It's just he came across a little bit aggressive. He was scaring me a little bit, and my first instinct was, all right, pretty much.
Right here, guys, we are literally about to reach this guy's car on this trail, which that guy is claiming he owns this trail. I guess he put that there. I guess that's owned by this blurred out company right here. It's actually a state. It's actually a state, isn't it?
It is.
Only when they left did the truth surface. A public trail, clear markers, all contradicting what he insisted was private ground. The discovery ended the encounter, but not the unease it left behind. Viewers questioned why the man was so forceful, especially when signs showed public access. Some believed he was protecting a hidden fishing spot. Others felt the tension suggested something more than a simple property dispute. If the river was public, why insist otherwise? And what made him so determined to keep people away from that stretch of water? On July 19th, 2025, Erica from the YouTube channel Erica Lynn headed into Tampa Bay for a simple inshore day, catching trout, gathering ingredients, and recording another quiet catch and cook. Her videos often follow calm fishing routines, but on this trip, one moment turned the entire day in an unexpected direction. Early in the trip, she hooked into a solid trout, finally landing a fish worth keeping after several smaller ones slipped back into the water. It felt like the day was settling into a steady rhythm, simple, predictable, and focused on gathering enough trout for the meal she had planned. But the more routine a day becomes, the easier it is to miss the moment when that rhythm shifts.
There you go. Looking for a 15, looking for 15. Hopefully you're 15, bro, or else you're gonna get eaten by a bird. Oh, it is close.
I got a treble in my finger.
Alright, and you're keeper anyways, so you're gonna have to just die like that. I'm sorry, bud. Ow. I'm keeping him anyways. I got my third trout. This is where it'd be really nice to have another person on the boat. Well, this will literally happen to me. So is kayak fishing one time by myself, of course, and I catch a ladyfish on like a treble hook like this too. And again, like the fish is still hooked up to one set of trebles and the other set of trebles ends up going in my finger, and I end up like having to paddle back. I almost passed out in the kayak, to be honest. I'm okay right now. But I got home and I had to like pull the whole thing out, and it was not fun. Luckily I got the fish off at the time. Well, that's a first. Not that I haven't got a lure in my finger, but I've been able to get it out myself before. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go to the emergency room. Glad you guys are with me to see all that. All right, update, I'm alive. I still have a hook in my finger, but I didn't pass out so far, so that's good. I'm headed back. I'm like debating on just trying to like work this out myself. A little tricky with one hand, or go to the ER.
While handling the next trout, that shift came fast. As she reached to remove the lure, it snapped back without warning and drove the treble hook deep into her finger. The calm of the morning broke instantly, leaving no room for hesitation. There was no quick fix on the water, no way to continue, only the sudden realization that the trip had changed direction entirely.
Primary care, urgent care. Hello.
Can I help you?
I have a hook in my finger.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I will have you start. Have you been here before?
I have not, no.
Okay.
But I have a free hand, so
Okay. All right.
I can try to write. I survived. I got my finger, I'm not trying to flick you guys off. I got my finger wrapped up. I gotta head back to the boat. But we are in one piece, and I got to keep my lure. So I'll be putting some new treble hooks on that for sure. All right, and we're back. So I'm gonna go over some key features that I absolutely love about this fillet table. There's a hose hookup in the very back, so the hose attachments on the side, the waters run through the whole table itself. So it's gonna be really easy access to get the hose to help us clean up these fish and clean up the table. I also have a mini cabinet below, so planning to put, you know, like Ziploc bag, the fillet knives in here. It's a good place just to have everything stored away when we're not using it. Easy access. And close that up. Perfect. Now this is a 6-foot table. They have a lot of different options, but here in Florida, we sometimes do get our bigger species like cobia or grouper. So it's great size to have big fish, one, and also potentially 2 people filleting fish at the same time. So huge shout out to Seaward. We're gonna be doing a lot more catch, cook, and cleans coming up to show you guys a little bit more of me using the table, but very excited to get these fish cleaned up, and trout tacos are on the menu.
At Tampa General Hospital, the hook was removed, and her finger was bandaged before she returned to finish the catch and cook. The rest of the day played out quietly, her plans intact, but with the lingering weight of a moment that had turned far sharper than she ever intended. Viewers noted how quickly treble hook injuries can happen, especially during familiar tasks that feel effortless. Many shared their own ER visits, suggesting that accidents like this often emerge from routine moments rather than dramatic mistakes. If a simple unhooking can turn into an ER visit so fast, it begs the question, how many trips start just as calmly, only to change direction in a single motion no one sees coming? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. On April 2nd, 2018, at a quiet pond near a golf course, Alex from Alex Moyer Fishing started what looked like a peaceful afternoon. His channel usually follows simple bass fishing trips and lure techniques. But only a few casts in, the calm around him shifted, subtle at first, then unmistakably out of place. Alex hooked his first bass within seconds, the kind of start that usually promises an easy day. The water felt still, almost unusually so, and for a moment, everything seemed straightforward. Yet the quiet carried a faint tension, the kind that often appears before something unexpected steps in.
My grandparents live here, and they said that no one should bother me, but I'm just here for the Easter weekend, so.
You're just here for the Easter weekend?
Yes, sir. Well, I come back and forth throughout,
Okay. How are you accessing this place?
Oh, I just park right up there in between those two houses.
You're walking across whose lot?
This is the golf course's lot, I assume. Okay, am I walking through your yard?
Let me explain this to you.
Okay.
Do you have permission?
Yeah, well, my grandparents live here.
No, they can't give permission. Okay, I don't want to ruin your day.
Okay. I'm not here trying to argue either.
No, I understand,
okay.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The only way you can access this is walking across.
Yeah, through someone's yards. That's why I parked there, so I wasn't like. I see what you're saying. Like it's an empty lot, so.
But somebody owns it.
Yeah, I've talked to this guy in this house with the two dogs before, and like had conversations with him, and he said he doesn't mind.
He doesn't own this place either.
Okay. Well, do you own it?
No.
Okay.
I built it.
Okay. Well, it's a beautiful course. You guys just take control of burns?
It's not a fishing.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Listen, there's some big ass fish.
Oh yeah. Well, that one that I just caught was pretty big.
Okay. All right. Just like try and be cool.
Okay.
Your family doesn't control anything.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Control any of this.
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
Things that everybody wants to be around.
Yeah, it's peaceful.
And they're big ass fish.
Yes, sir, there are. Hey, have a good one. What the hell? That was the weirdest. That dude was hammered. Like I could just smell. I have a terrible sense of smell, and I could just smell the booze coming off of him. But he didn't ask me to leave. So these fish are in pre-spawn right now, and they're. Oh, I just missed one. They're pretty much just staging up until the water gets warm enough to spawn. So I'm fishing this rocky dam, which these rocks hold more heat than the rest of the water this time of year. Well, all times of the year, but this is where they're going to be hanging out. And right now they're just really feeding up on anything they can. Where's your daddy at? See you, dude. Thank you. Thank God I have good balance. Holy shoot. That's a better fish. See, we can't hook into one or two more. Buddy wants to talk again. Really hope my GoPro doesn't die for this.
The shift came when a man approached, asking where Alex walked in from and whether he had crossed someone's yard. The questions repeated. Ownership, permission, who controlled the land. Alex explained he parked near his grandparents' place, but the man circled back to the same lines again and again. Nothing about the exchange was aggressive yet, It was the repetition that felt off, as if the conversation ran on a loop. Alex tried to return to fishing, but the strange rhythm lingered.
What's up?
Just stay here till you're ready to leave?
Well, you didn't tell me to leave, technically.
Dude.
Man, I'm just out here fishing. I'm not harming nobody.
You don't understand.
Dude, I do understand.
You don't understand.
I don't understand.
You own this place?
No, but neither do you,
Here,
man.
Come here.
Who said?
You own this lot?
No, I do not. Do you?
Yeah.
No, you do not.
You don't know that.
You don't know that I don't own it either. There's not a fucking house there, man. I'm out here fishing, not harming no one.
There's not a house.
Dude, I'm parked in between the two houses. What gives you the right to come out here and yell at me? I'm literally not harming no one, not interfering with golfers, nothing.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, dude? Are you hammered? Like, I can smell the alcohol on you.
No, that's fine. I ask you, why did you cut through this lot?
Because I don't know where else to park. I'm just out here trying to have fun, dude.
This is not a fishing lot. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I do understand that, but who says that it's not a fishing lake? I see no signs. There are fish in here.
The fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You keep asking me. I'm getting irritated now.
What? Oh, well, okay. Let's fight.
I'm not trying to fight. No.
You ready?
No, I'm not trying to fight.
Don't fuck with me.
I'm not fucking with you, man.
Bye. Goodbye.
Who?
Bye-bye.
I'm not leaving. Yo,
that's the last time you walk through that lot.
There's 20 minutes of daylight left. I will leave afterwards.
No. Why are you running?
Do you live in that white house? Because I saw you walk up there earlier. You think you own this entire golf course?
What do you think? That has nothing to do with
No,
anything.
exactly. So why are you coming out here?
Own?
I don't own anything. I own that car and these fishing rods.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's hear it.
If you don't leave in 5 minutes, I'm calling the police.
Okay, it'll take them 40 minutes to get here. I'll be gone by then.
Okay. You are one.
Dude, you're the one coming out here at me. I am not harming anybody. I was polite to you.
It's not a question of harm. How do you fish in a lake you don't own?
Who owns any lake? No one owns a single lake. Who owns Blind Pony? Who owns the lake by the insane asylum?
This is private property.
Okay, do you own this private property? Because I don't believe that you do.
Guess who built it?
I don't believe that you did. Do you have paperwork or anything? Because you helped build this.
Did you walk to that lot?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Thanks.
Who owns that lot?
I'll tell you
yeah,
what,
you're welcome. Do you have me on voice recording? I have you on camera. Either or.
5 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. And then
why
what?
do you think you need to walk through
Why?
private property to get to private property?
Okay.
Do you own any of them?
Do you? No. I'm gonna go back to fishing and minding my own business.
Guess what? If I see you, if you're not out of here in 5 minutes, go get your shit.
I have all my shit.
And if I'll ever see you again,
I'm gonna be out here again.
Ever see you again?
Then what? You're coming out here trying to fight a 22-year-old for fishing.
Leads. Who are the leads?
My grandparents. Who are you? What's your last name?
My name is Franklin.
Okay, Franklin, nice to meet you. I'm Alex. I have no problem with you. You're the one coming out here trying to start shit for fishing. Do you have nothing better to do? Dude, it's Good Friday. Like, come on, man.
You're fun, but you don't understand.
You don't understand. Who am I harming? What wrong am I doing out here?
It's not a harm thing. How do you have the right to do what you're doing?
How do you have the right to do what you're doing? Exactly, you don't, man. I'm just gonna go back to fishing, minding my own business. It gets dark at 7:30.
I'll tell you what, in 5 minutes, police are gonna be here.
Okay.
You better get your little ass out of here. And I'm about
My little ass? Dude, why are you coming at me like talking shit? You came up to me down there and didn't even ask me to leave. I'm smarter than you.
Let me tell you, in 5 minutes.
Okay, you said that 20 times now. Thank you. Hey, have a good weekend. Franklin, nice to meet you. Is this how you meet people? Are you always this friendly? Do what? Okay, well, you came at me. You just asked me to fight, man. Huh? You don't either. Exactly. Cool. All right, thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna end on this fish. See you, dude. Thanks for watching, I guess. I'm gonna go run from the cops now. Hopefully Franklin doesn't call my mom. Oh, he's writing down my license plate now. This is good. Jesus Christ, he can barely even fucking walk. Yeah, you're staying in the exact same lot that I am, man. Yes, sir. you, dude. F you. Dude, you're standing in the exact same fucking lot that I am. Hey, I didn't have a fucking problem with you. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't, man. What are you doing? You're doing the exact same thing that I am.
Why are you on this line?
Why are you? You're standing here too. Do you realize how big of a dumbass you seem like? I'm literally doing nothing wrong. You wanna take my picture some more? Are you gonna go fucking jerk off to it later? Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You're literally in the exact same lot that I am.
You own this?
Do you?
Yeah.
When he returned, the tone changed. He insisted the pond was private, raised his voice, and pushed for a confrontation Alex refused to engage in. Claims about calling the police followed, mixed with more repeated questions, each one sharpening the tension. After catching one last fish, Alex decided to end the session. As he packed up, the man stood in the empty lot nearby, calling out and taking photos, staying just long enough to make the whole encounter feel even stranger once Alex walked away. Viewers noticed how the man's lines looped almost identically each time, making the encounter feel more unusual than confrontational. Many pointed out how his persistence didn't match the simple act of watching someone fish quietly by the water. And as Alex left with the man still watching, one question lingered. Was he guarding the property, or was something else behind his uneasy focus on a fisherman who wasn't bothering anyone? On September 28, 2025, a quiet afternoon on Jackson Lake, Georgia, took an unexpected turn for Ryan from F-Series Outdoors, a channel built around fishing, boats, and the calm routines of life on the water. He was heading toward one last fishing spot, hoping to salvage a slow day, when something ahead disrupted the stillness, something that pulled him out of his plans and into a scene he never expected to witness.
Y'all good? Oh, the one that's turned over? Have y'all called? Y'all called 911 yet? You need me to call? All right. Are the other people okay?
At this point, I'm just wondering if there's anybody else in the water possibly injured and what's going on. So I start looking at the other boat and heading towards it because these two guys are taking care of that man. When another boat passes by on plane, which got me thinking I need to slow any other boats down and start looking for possible bodies in the water. That guy that was unconscious was bleeding pretty bad out of his head. He had definitely taken a pretty serious head injury and had some pretty serious swelling going on. I start noticing stuff all in the water, like fish finders, life jackets, and again, I am looking for people and desperately trying to slow down other boats that are coming through that have no idea that there might be people in the water.
You know if they're missing anybody? Yeah, they flipped it. They're on the way.
Where'd you go?
They're right here behind me.
The what?
The other boat?
Yeah.
He's right there. He's tied up to the other. Yeah.
Is he breathing?
Yeah, he's moving a little bit, but not good. He moved a little bit, but it ain't, he don't look good.
He was easing his boat along the lake when he noticed someone waving across the water. Subtle at first, then unmistakably urgent. As he moved closer, the scene sharpened into something far more serious. A base boat sat still with a man lying unconscious on the deck, while another vessel rested upside down near the bank. The quiet lake he'd been drifting across only moments earlier suddenly felt heavy, as if the water itself was holding its breath. And something deeper about the situation didn't sit right with him. But the closer he got, the more unsettling the details became.
I really didn't want to be in the way, but I started noticing everything in the water, and I'm like, I can definitely collect all this stuff for these people, and it might be something worth value to them, and it turned out some of it definitely was. The boat that hit them was what looked like a 16-foot bass boat with like a 65 horsepower motor. It hit like a 20 to 22-foot ski boat. The bass boat was really not damaged, but the ski boat had a giant gash in the front of it. They'll tell that story later on in the video, but the boat took on water and capsized very quickly. Luckily, it drifted towards the dock the whole time. They were able to bail out and basically climb straight onto the dock.
Near the wreck, he saw just how badly the injured man had been hurt. Blood pooling around a swollen head wound, his breathing shallow but present. All around them, belongings drifted across the surface, scattered by the collision. He began gathering what he could: a fish finder, life jackets, and pieces of gear drifting further away with each passing moment. The two damaged boats told their own story. One lightly scraped, the other torn open at the bow and flipped only minutes after impact. For a moment, the lake felt strangely silent, as if waiting for what would happen next.
The guy is starting to move, so that's good. He's breathing at least.
This is the moment that the first paramedics got there. I believe it was like volunteer firefighters, but they were just now arriving on the scene. It's hard to hear what he was saying, but the guy was saying that the bass boat was coming straight at him. He tried to turn 3 times, and the bass boat matched his turns every time until they hit head on. There was nothing he could do. Both boats at full speed.
Wow, I didn't see her purse. I looked. Maybe it's still in the boat.
What?
She said her purse was like a green. She said it might float.
Yeah, I got a blue dry bag that I did not put my It's up in that little hatch on the console.
It sunk slowly?
Huh?
It didn't sink real fast or what?
No.
I mean, it might still be in there?
It came down pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
It was capsizing within 2 to 3 minutes.
This was the last few things that I picked up in the water. I think it was like a cigarette pack and a few other things.
And when help finally arrived, the truth behind the crash began to take shape. Volunteer responders reached the scene and pulled the injured man toward shore. Once conscious enough to speak, he explained what happened. The base boat had come directly at him, adjusting its direction each time he tried to turn away. 3 attempts to avoid impact, each one matched, until the collision became unavoidable. His vessel overturned within minutes, leaving little time for anyone to react. After the responders secured the area, Ryan returned to his own boat, reminding viewers why caution and life jackets matter on every trip across these waters. Some viewers questioned how 2 boats could collide on open water, suggesting everything from inattention to a sudden medical issue. Others pointed to basic navigation rules many boaters seem to ignore. The impact pattern and the matching turns left far more questions than answers about those final seconds. If the injured boater really turned away 3 times, why did the oncoming boat follow each move so precisely? Was it confusion, a malfunction, or something the lake has yet to reveal? On August 24, 2025, just off New Pass near Longboat Key, Captain Ken from Florida Gulf Coast Marine Services headed out for what was supposed to be an easy jumpstart assist. His channel normally shows calm, methodical tows, but that afternoon, Florida's weather turned faster than anyone could react, pushing a routine job into dangerous territory.
How's it going? Good. What? Yep. Do you guys need to jump or tow? Okay, where your battery's at?
Yeah, battery's dead.
Which side?
Right in the middle.
Okay.
Because it was working fine, so when I turn it off, I'm jump.
Okay. See what we can do. That's good.
Get in there. Freaking cake there.
And once you get the battery connected, you're just going to push this button right here.
Okay. Okay.
12.5. Hey, give it a shot. Let's see, if you use the trim, do you have power? Go up and down? Nothing.
So it's not the battery you think?
No, I don't think it's the battery.
No?
No. If it was something with the battery, you wouldn't be able to lift the engine up and down. Okay, yep. Thanks. We'll keep the engine down and pretty much just sit back and relax. Well, we're gonna try to get these guys into the dock before the storm that's chasing us gets here. Picked up real quick. Bright skies ahead, and a wall of rain coming after us.
Captain Ken approaches the stalled 18-foot Tahoe, expecting nothing more than a quick jump start before the storm line arrives. But as he speaks with the couple, dark clouds tighten along the horizon. Radar pings with nearby strikes, and the urge to fix it fast becomes obvious. When the engine refuses to start, he hooks up for a tow. And just minutes later, the weather collapses without warning. Rain slams into the towboat, wiping out the horizon in seconds. Lightning erupts almost overhead while Ken pulls his hood down and tries to keep the wheel steady. Visibility drops to nearly nothing. No markers, no shoreline, only instinct and experience guiding the tow rope through a white wall of water. But when the storm finally loosens its grip, a different obstacle rises from below.
Right, real low tide.
Oh, okay.
You want me to help you with something?
Nope, just stay there. I'll get you out. Go that way. Come on. What was that? Okay. My chart here. Let's see what Navionics says. Well, that was a fun little adventure.
Is it?
You're gonna hate this.
Oh, what?
Your kill switch.
I did. I tried different, but that's it. That's what you said?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, the little piece that your floaty's attached to is supposed to be in there. Is it in wrong? Yeah, it's all the way up. Because usually this piece needs to be in there, but yeah. The throttle in neutral. Huh? The throttle. Move it. Take it. Put it all the way forward and then bring it back. That's your problem.
What is it?
Something on the engine's jammed the shifter, so it's not recognizing it's in neutral. So something's jammed on the engine that's not letting it shift. It's got the neutral safety where you have to be in neutral to start it. So that's why we weren't getting anything out of it.
In shallow water near Coquina, the towboat hits bottom. Sand shifting under low tide. Charts reading wrong. The prop kicking up mud. After working free and reaching the ramp, Ken steps aboard the Tahoe to secure the line and finds the kill switch lanyard lying on the deck. One small switch left off had shut the engine down the entire time, turning a simple fix into a storm-soaked rescue no one expected. Viewer comments kept circling the same question. How many breakdowns at sea start with simple oversights, kill switches, neutral safety, loose wiring, then turn dangerous when storms close in? In Florida weather, a tiny mistake can become a life-or-death problem instantly. If a forgotten switch can trigger a rescue in zero visibility, what other small details could fail when the weather turns violent? Tell us what you would check first before heading out. On October 21st, 2022, along the canal that cuts through Molenbeek in Brussels, the team behind Pêcheurs de Trésor began another magnet fishing session. Their channel is known for pulling forgotten metal from old waterways, but in a district often mentioned with unease, even a calm start carried a quiet sense that today's finds would feel different.
Nous sommes aujourd'hui entre Anderlecht et Molenbeek, dans l'un des quartiers les plus chauds de Bruxelles. Sous ce pont ont déjà été trouvées une dizaine d'armes à feu ainsi que de la cocaïne.
Ah, pour la fondue.
Pour fondue.
Ah, fondue française, voilà, un pic à fondue. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Oh, une pince. Sympa. Regardez, le classique, munitions calibre 12. Oh, munitions entières. Yeah. Ah, on va voir ce qu'il a attrapé. Oh. Ah, un bike. Un vélo. Électrique. Electric one.
Vélo de livraison de bière.
Ouais. Ok, je vais l'essayer. Non, non, c'est bon. Ah. Ouais, c'est bon, il marche.
Yes?
I think.
Peut-être de la drogue? Ah, ça serait incroyable. Deze contenant zit put in zijn. Ouais.
Yeah, drugs.
AirPods. Is that real? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Elle est originale et un ressort qui peut être un ressort d'arme.
No, look.
Nice. Ah.
Là ils ont sorti le grappin pour enfin sortir ce skate et cette trottinette qui font de la résistance. C'est une trottinette électrique du coup, sûrement de la ville.
Bravo. Super. Allez, un ordinateur. Nice find.
There's nothing.
Breitling, Rolex?
I don't know, look them.
Oh, regardez cette médaille. RSCA.
Faut pas filmer, je suis trop fou.
The first pull rose from the water with surprising weight, a bicycle, followed by parts of an electric one. Ordinary objects at first glance, yet the way they surfaced created a heavier atmosphere, as if they hadn't simply fallen in but had been placed here to disappear. It was the kind of beginning that hinted the canal held far more than old scrap. The tone shifted quickly. Each discovery added a sharper edge to the moment. Chemical-marked objects, bags, safes, weapons, all pulled from the same stretch of water. It was an unsettling combination, the kind that made even experienced magnet fishermen pause before the next throw.
Ja, blink.
Oh.
A watch, I think.
Lijkt nog niet zo lang hoor.
Ongewijs weer. Misschien koper, dat is goud. Wat is magnetisch?
Look met je magnet.
Check with the magnet.
Check met de magnet.
Goed zien. Goed zien.
C'est pas mal hein?
Non, ça non. Regarde, là, il y a une couleur.
Gold stamp.
Il y a une couleur chelou à lui. Hein. Bon, celle-là, elle est. C'est blanc.
Yeah. Look with diamonds.
Wow. Oh. BBM. Nice.
Echt waar, kan je niet hebben?
Patek Philippe.
Patek Philippe. Kijk joh. Oh my god.
Alarm hè?
Yes. Don't take my Philippe Patek. And look. Look.
You can defend your Philippe Patek.
Ja.
Nice.
Ready, Anna.
Philippe Patek.
Great. It's an old one, man.
Old, but look.
Yes.
and
Great condition on the man.
Crazy.
Yeah, nice.
Yes. Oh, Fontaine. Nokia. And a watch.
Non, c'est la sécurité.
Ah, c'est sécurité, ça?
Groupe sécurité.
Ah, c'est pas la police?
Non, non, ils viennent.
Ah, j'ai eu peur.
The guy from
Security?
yeah. He get a problem with him.
You think we had to leave?
Yeah, I think.
À ce moment-là, le monsieur de la sécurité qui gère le petit port de péniche qui est à côté était vraiment pas content qu'on soit là.
More unusual finds followed. A watch, then an antique firearm still in solid condition. And just as the collection grew into something too strange to ignore, a security guard approached, ending the outing without debate. The session closed there, leaving their discoveries arranged on the bank with no clear explanation for why they were all hiding beneath the same dark water. Viewers noticed how the sequence of finds, bikes, chemical-stained items, safes, and multiple guns, seemed too consistent to be accidental. Some comments suggested this canal had a history of hiding objects people didn't want connected to them, raising quiet questions about the area's past. If one afternoon revealed this much, it's hard not to wonder what still rests deeper in the mud. Objects that never reached a magnet, waiting in the places no one has tried to fish yet. On July 26, 2024, deep along the Chattahoochee River in Columbus, Georgia, Jake from the Dolmy channel began what should have been another routine dive. His channel usually follows quiet searches for lost items beneath murky water. But on this day, as he moved through the riverbed, something waiting in the silt would turn a simple recovery into something far more unsettling.
Oh my gosh, I have so many sinkers in here. We're gonna keep making our way downstream. Jake had spent most of the morning gathering fishing weights, small metal scraps, and bits of debris scattered across the river floor. Nothing he hadn't seen countless times before. But as he drifted near the base of the bridge, a long metal cylinder resting in the sand caught his attention. Pulling it free, he realized it wasn't trash at all. It looked like a shell, heavy, rusted, and disturbingly intact. For a moment, he just held it, unsure what it meant. And then the uncertainty deepened. Dude, that looks absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what I just found, but that looks like some kind of bomb or mortar, right? Like, look at the tip. I don't know though.
Jesus Christ.
Now I'm gonna call the police. I'm sure they're gonna have bomb squad, maybe even the dive team come out. I do believe it is an unexploded, explosive. And I think there's 10 other ones right down there. I make YouTube videos where I go diving in the river. I've called a handful of times in the past about weapons and stuff. I believe I have potentially 10 explosive devices that I found underwater. The other 9 are underneath the water, and I would love to have an authority come out to take a look. So I don't know if it's a mortar, but if it is, it's just right down there on a little path. Got it away from everyone.
Jake climbed onto the riverbank, keeping his distance from people walking nearby. He set the object down, still unsure whether it was a live explosive, but knowing he couldn't ignore it. He explained what he had seen beneath the water, describing nearly 10 more shells resting just below the surface. Within minutes, police arrived at the trail, listening carefully as he pointed toward the base of the bridge. Their reaction made it clear the situation was far from harmless, and it was about to escalate.
So the bomb squad's here. They're gonna go take a look at that device. The first one that I found, they did blow up on base, and then there's the other one that kind of looked like the first one.
Soon the bomb squad stepped into view, taping off the walkway and urging everyone back. Jake followed them to the shallow water where the remaining shells lay scattered only a foot beneath the river's skin. One by one, the team recovered the rounds, loading them into marked containers. Later, Jake learned the first shell had been taken to a military base and successfully detonated, proof it was still active after all these years. And with that confirmation, the day's quiet dive came to a sudden, sobering end. Some viewers suggested these weren't mortar rounds at all, but old artillery shells dumped long ago. Others questioned how so many could remain intact beneath a public bridge, and many wondered how dangerous the situation truly became once the bomb squad intervened. If 11 shells were resting just inches below a busy river path, how many more could still be hidden in waters people swim, fish, and dive in every day? And how long have they been waiting there unnoticed? It was August 2020 on the Rio Grande, the narrow river dividing Texas from Mexico. Kelly Young, from the spearfishing and outdoor adventure channel Island Key, traveled here with Texas King Outdoors and Blue Gabe to target one of the region's massive alligator gaur. Their boat pushed into shallow rock-filled water, and the quiet border setting felt heavy in its own way, just enough to make the day ahead feel unpredictable.
It gets real shallow right here.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we've hit.
So there's a really rocky, shallow area in the river right here, Rio Grande River. And we have to get out and push the boat over. So that's how you know the fishing good, when you gotta sneak your way over to the fishing spot, get out of the boat, push the boat. Oh.
Oh.
How deep? Huh. Oh. I feel like it's moving a lot easier today than yesterday. It's got deeper.
Just hit a deep spot.
Alright, so my preferred bait is common carp, grass carp, any kind of carp you can get your hands on. It seems like these gar really dig the carp. If I can't get my hands on carp, I'll use tilapia, big gizzard.
Don't feed me to the gar! Oh no!
No, I know. You're good. So right now, it looks like something picked up our bait. It's acting like a turtle, but we're gonna go ahead and let it eat, let it swim, try to set the hook and see what it is. Oh, in the beginning it was acting like a turtle, but now it's questionable. It could be a gar or a really, really, really big turtle. It's still going. Oh.
All right, here you go.
Oh, this is a lefty.
You must swap it for you real quick?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the
Oh my
color.
gosh, did you just see that one?
That was a 6-footer.
That was a 6-footer for sure.
Reel it down till you feel. Set the hook when you're ready.
It's not even.
It's not even what? I think you got him.
That's a gar.
A big gar.
Pretty sure.
You pulling?
Oh,
yeah, he's
yep.
pulling.
That's a fish.
Big fish.
He's coming right to me though.
Oh, is he fighting any?
I didn't know.
He might not know he's hooked yet.
It's real weird.
We got a turtle?
I don't know.
Get around this way.
Come over to motor.
Here. Let me see that rod.
We're about to find out.
It's something big.
It is definitely big. Oh, it just did a little spin.
Like that. Yeah, come over here.
Maybe it's a big, huge snapping turtle.
Hey, that's.
Oh, no, it's a gar.
Oh my gosh!
Just got confirmation that it is a gar. Oh.
Put your rod down under the boat.
They began their trip with a challenge. The boat struck a shallow, rocky section of the river, forcing everyone to step out and push it across the hard bottom. Only after reaching deeper water could they settle in and cast their cut bait into the current. Soon, the line started to move. At first, the pull was slow and cautious, almost like a turtle picking up the bait, but then the tension grew stronger. Kelly took the rod, adjusted from a left-handed setup, and moments later, a large alligator gar erupted from the surface, confirming what had taken the hook. The fight became unpredictable.
Dude, you got a monster fish.
It's chunky. It's like, it's a beast.
Oh my gosh, he's huge. Oh my gosh.
My gosh. He's so thick.
Look at that thing.
So, are we,
The GoPro went out of the water. It just broke the GoPro. It went out. I smacked it and it landed back in the boat.
Oh my gosh, guys. My first Texas massive alligator gar. Check it out. Massive. I mean, look at this. Now this one's a little funny looking. He's big, but he's round. And I've never seen a round one like this before. And he's got a hump in his back. Don't worry guys, they breathe air. He's perfectly fine on this boat. We're keeping him wet.
Look at the deep, put your thumb by one of the scales.
Look at my hand is on his belly. All right guys, the wind's blowing right now. We don't have a measuring tape, but we have a handy dandy rope, which works just as well. We're gonna straighten out his back here. And I'm gonna say
Almost 6.
6 foot. Well, I'm 5'7".
5'8".
No, it's out past her legs, so it's definitely there. It's pushing 6, but I bet it's pushing 150 pounds or more.
Go about right here. I think it's the biggest point.
This knot right here is the measurement of the fish. And then this black tape to this end knot is the girth.
This rope right here, it's not going to constrict any blood flow. It's not going to hurt it in any way. It's just real hard to grab this fish with all the slime.
You can barely even snag this fish if you wanted to.
Ready?
Yes. Woo! I can pick up her head without her biting me. All right, here goes for the release.
The fish drifted up current, circled beneath the boat, and pulled with heavy force. Kelly held steady while Ram monitored the line, trying to understand its movements as they worked the fish closer. Then the gar surfaced beside the boat. Thick-bodied and unusually round, it rose just long enough for them to pull it aboard. It was unlike any Kelly had caught in Texas. Broad, heavy, and powerful, quickly becoming her new personal best. They measured it the only way they could. Without a tape, they used a rope to mark its length and girth, later confirming 6 feet 3 inches and a 38-inch circumference. Kelly stepped into the river to take photos before releasing the fish, watching it kick hard and disappear into the current.
Amazing, and thank you, Blue Gate, for bringing me on this adventure.
You're welcome.
What?
Oh my God, why are you giving me a heart attack? I don't like snakes.
Look at him. So we're cruising back in from catching big, massive alligator gar. And then there's just goats chilling on the Mexico side of the river here.
As they made their way out, another moment broke the flow of the day. A brief warning about a snake near the water, followed later by a small group of goats grazing along the Mexico side of the riverbank as they cruised past. Catches like this show how powerful and unpredictable alligator gar can be. Their size, strength, and unusual body shapes often reflect the river environment they live in, currents, depth changes, and the availability of native bait fish. If one fish can move through the Rio Grande with this much strength and unpredictability, what else might be slipping through those same waters, just out of sight beneath the surface? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. In September 2023, somewhere along the rugged coastline of Brazil, the crew of Sailing Nahoa, a family documenting their 8-year voyage around the world, entered a stretch of water that carried a strange tension. Their channel is known for showing life at sea exactly as it is, and on this passage toward Grenada, the ocean had begun to move in a way that hinted their final leg might be far more intense than expected.
It feels crazy to be flying up the coast of Brazil here. And we're just talking about what we're going to do when we get to Grenada.
Okay, so you got a wave going this way. Then there's waves going that way.
What is it?
It's like tiny.
Try to get your gloves.
Yeah, you don't want to touch the bill of a marlin. It's really, really sharp. I've done it once. It hurts for a long time. Beautiful, hey? Yeah.
Wow. I tell ya. Nothing's on, you're good. Means we have a... Alright, we're almost ready. And then we're gonna put all these in the air fryer and cook them for like 10 minutes. Max.
Shower time. Are you guys alive? Is there anybody there? Who's there? 2 a.m. in the morning. I just came on shift. We were headed southbound. We had some southern component. I told Ashley, like, I'm sailing by the wind when I went off shift.
He said we're heading in. So Ben goes to bed, and we had like one of those quick handovers, like, I'm going to bed, we're sailing by the wind, we're heading in. And then he's like, oh, and there's a ship that you should be coming at some point in the night. So what happens? He goes down. The waves start coming over the back, children getting airborne in bed, Ben's apparently not sleeping great, I can't do my exercises, shit's flying everywhere. He comes up and he's like, why are you heading that way? I did not point the boat that way, you did.
So we're trying to head towards the current. So right there where we are, we have 0.8 knots of current. If we just go a little bit further, we're gonna have 2.9 knots of current, so almost 2 knots more of current. That's a lot of difference. So we're trying to get on this conveyor belt that's headed north along the Brazilian coast. That'd be sweet. An extra 3 knots of current.
It always takes him a minute to wake up. He's a sleeping bear. There was certainly some miscommunication, but I made a lot of progress towards that current. Let's just put it that way.
Inside, the motion never settled. Waves pressed in from several angles at once, forcing the boat into sharp, uneven movements. Even simple tasks carried the weight of the sea's rhythm. Cooking, checking on the kids, trying to rest while the cabin tilted unpredictably. Then came the 2 a.m. shift. A rushed handoff turned into a misunderstanding, sending the boat toward the current Ben had mentioned hours earlier. The next wave struck hard at the stern, hard enough that the children lifted off their beds as the hull slammed back down. The confusion, the motion, and the fatigue all collided in a way that made the darkness feel heavier.
I must say this enclosure is beautiful. Not only when you're sailing and it's rough out, is it windy and rough, like wavy, but also the noise is a big factor, I think, in terms of fatigue. We look at the true wind. Let's see what it is. So we had a max of true wind, which was 34. That's not even that high. That's pretty reasonable.
As the day wore on, the waves just kept getting a bit steeper, a bit bigger. We'd look at each other and think this must be the peak of the storm.
I think we have broken our all-time high-speed record. We just surfed at 19.6. Can't make that up, man.
This wasn't the first or last speed record that day. They just kept coming and coming to a point where we started to worry that things might go horribly wrong.
That was epic. I've never seen a wall of water come into this boat that crazy. Like, it was all over the seats. It was probably a foot deep in the cockpit.
By morning, the storm had grown more aggressive. The wind wasn't extreme, but the waves had turned steep and short, each one sharper than the last. The boat surged into a new all-time speed record, 19.6 knots. But no one celebrated. The sea was pushing them faster than they wanted to go. And that was when the breaking wave arrived. A sudden crash of water rose over the stern and dropped straight into the cockpit, flooding it nearly a foot deep as the boat accelerated past 20 knots. From the outside, it looked like a single wave. On deck, it felt like something breaking open.
It's intense out there. Like, it's very uncomfortable, and the waves are massive.
And part of the problem, to be honest, is we're not going down the waves. We're not keeping up with the wave train. They're not really going that fast, but if we're able to have a better speed in the troughs and just glide through it to get back on the train, then we wouldn't get filled. So what I'm basically going to do is I have two really long mooring lines and tie them together. And I'm going to tie a huge knot in the end of one. So the thought process behind this is just any kind of friction in the water will slow the boat down. You'd be surprised how much friction is actually created. So it seems to be working. We've slowed down quite a bit. Not ideal in terms of getting to our destination. My worry now is that we're gonna get pooped again. Since we're going so much slower, the waves can come in the back and swamp us. I've set up this boogie board and an old boogie board to try and stop the waves from coming in the transom. We'll see how this rides. You just gotta play with these things sometimes, see what rides best, tweak it. I'm gonna try flying this drone again, see if I can get a shot of the drogue. I've been flying this thing a lot in heavy conditions, and it's great.
Then another wave broke directly onto the boat. It didn't splash. It collapsed on top of them, filling the cockpit again as the stern disappeared under white water. That was the moment they acted. They tied two long mooring lines together, forming a heavy knot and deploying it as a drogue to pull the boat back under control. The drag slowed them, but not without consequence. With less speed, the following waves began climbing higher onto the stern, raising the threat of being swamped. To soften the impact, they fixed an old boogie board across the transom, hoping it would break the force of the water long enough to keep them safe. Even in the middle of the chaos, they flew a drone to check the drogue trailing behind them. The waves rolled hard beneath the hull, and retrieving the drone nearly went wrong as the wind twisted it in unpredictable bursts.
It's starting to calm down a lot. The waves are manageable, very manageable. We've pulled in the drogue. We're a little bit wiser after that last storm. You've sailed all the way around the world almost, and you're within 10 days of finishing your circumnavigation, and you're still learning about the ocean and boat handling in more extreme conditions. These kind of events just add to your confidence as a sailor, and you don't get that confidence without the experience.
Eventually, the storm eased. The waves stretched out, the wind softened, and the boat slowed into steadier motion. They pulled in the drogue, aware that the night had pushed them hard, but had also left them with experience they hadn't expected to earn so close to the end of their circumnavigation. The storm showed how danger at sea isn't always tied to high wind. Short, steep waves and shifting angles can create conditions that overwhelm even experienced sailors. Each decision, adjusting course, deploying the drogue, reducing stern impact, was made in response to real-time changes that left little room for error. After a night like that, one thought lingers. When the sea forces you to choose between speed and control, which would you trust to keep you safe? It was June 25, 2022, on a quiet bridge overlooking the wooded outskirts of Fort Stewart, one of the largest military bases in the United States. Bryce, from the YouTube channel Outdoors Weekly, arrived with his magnet fishing team, creators known for pulling forgotten weapons, safes, and mysterious metal relics from riverbeds across America. But as they prepared to cast their magnets into the dark, slow-moving water, an uneasy stillness settled over the area, as if something far heavier than scrap waited beneath the surface.
We're gonna be magnet fishing next to a military base. I have never magnet fished near a military base before. Let's take the first throw of the day. Nothing on the first throw. Huh.
Right, what is this dog?
Oh my gosh, dude, it's a freaking, oh my gosh, man, go slow, dude. Are you kidding me? It's a freaking ammo belt, dude. It's a 50 cal ammo belt. Oh, go slow, man, go slow, go slow. Oh my gosh, dude. Man, it's a 50 cal ammo belt. The exact stuff we wanted to find here. We gotta keep going, dude. That's property of the U.S. military. I'm gonna go right next to Matt, and I got something all the way out there. It looks like a piece of rebar. All right, we got this thing, man. We got ourselves a big piece of rebar. Holy crap, bro. How many of them are there? There's got to be a ton down there, man. We got ourselves a magic wand. No, it's not, because it is a big bolt. Is it off?
No, we saw him.
It looks like there's a plate. I don't know what that is, man.
Bro!
What? No way, what? Bulletproof plates! Dude, that's exactly what that is. Dude, no way. That's a military plate, bro, for your thing. It's curved. It is curved, but why would it be broken though? Bro, that's 100%.
Their first throws came up harmless. Rebar, bolts, and a few rusted pieces buried in silt. But the tone shifted fast when Matt dragged up the first real find of the day. A full ammo belt, still linked together, mud-stained but unmistakably military. Moments later, a curved, fractured bulletproof plate surfaced, its shape matching torso armor. Then came a series of sharp-tipped metal objects, strange, pointed, and unsettling enough that no one dared to assume what they were. Nothing about them felt normal.
Dang it, man. Dude, I got a single one. I got a single one, bro. Oh, it's a freaking belt. It's another belt. Come on, don't lose it. No! Oh my gosh. Oh man, are you kidding me? You got a bunch more of those weird looking things, bro. Dude. What are those? I'm like really kind of tripping now. I'm like scared to even touch this. Dude, I don't think they would have plastic on the back. I genuinely have no idea what those things are, man. Let's go, baby. Get that 50 cal, boy. Holy crap, my first army belt. Don't really explode. Don't throw it so freaking close, man. If you're gonna do it to it, because if it is, there's something. What the heck are these things, man? I got another one, and I want to like reverse Google search them. I really don't know what these things are. These things are really weird though. While we're taking our break here, we just cleaned one up and it says rocket practice 35 millimeter. So that means all these are training rockets. You got a phone. I got a phone, bro. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's go. Got a single 50 cal bullet right there. Dang, that thing is dented. This is what they use to call the president when we're under attack. Something just sat down right here. Oh, I got another missile. Oh, I got 2 missiles, bro. And whatever I had, dude, I want to find a crate of these things, bro. Oh my gosh. I know, there's something green. Matt, what is that? That's a grenade. I'm pretty sure that's a grenade. My heart is pounding, dude.
Absolutely a grenade.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Now, it could be a gas, it could be smoke.
I'm literally shaking, y'all. Oh, it says right here, flare It's a flare.
Oh, for a helicopter.
Yeah, or whatever that thing is that I couldn't get up. Oh my gosh, it's got to be a box of those rockets because I got like a dozen more. Holy sh! It has to be a box of them. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on one throw.
After a break, the truth revealed itself. They cleaned one of the objects and uncovered the stamped words, "Rocket Practice, 35mm." Every identical object they had pulled from the river was a training rocket. The riverbed suddenly felt different. A dented 50 cal round emerged next, followed by more rockets. Then a green cylindrical canister that made everyone freeze. The shape resembled a grenade, but the markings confirmed it was a flare used for helicopters. The relief didn't last long. Bryce soon hauled up 8 more rockets in a single throw. Then came the moment the day truly shifted.
We're gonna keep on throwing here and see what other stuff we're gonna get. Get it. Oh my gosh, man, it's an artillery shell. Gosh. Go slow, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That is a tank, right? Look at it. Got it. Yes.
I'll let you pull it up because you got it on. Guys, I threw out there, got caught in the limb. Bryce got it out. Oh gosh.
It is so heavy. There's a rocket hanging off of it. It's full of rockets. It's full of rockets. This bag is not Army issued right here. This is a Delta Airlines bag. Completely random. Full of military equipment. This is probably stolen military equipment right here. We're about to go dig through this bag and see if there's anything other than rockets in there, man. Let's start digging it open. Let's count them. 2, 5. Some of them are like brand new. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to see if there's anything other than these rockets.
Just the bottom of the bag.
The bottom of the bag. That is it. Completely full of rockets. We got more rockets, dude. Like, I will never find these again, ever, in my entire life. Rocket Practice 30mm sub-caliber M73 with a model number. Oh, what is that? It's big. That's a motorcycle frame all day, baby. Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3. There it goes! That is a massive motorcycle frame. My question is, why would you scrap a bike and throw it on the military base? That's gotta be like a Harley frame or something.
Looks like it might have been something to come out of a Humvee.
Nav,
set CRS, dimmer. That definitely come out of a military vehicle right there.
That's insane.
Bryce hooked something massive lodged under a submerged branch. When it finally surfaced, water pouring from every seam, they realized it was a Delta Airlines duffel bag, bloated with weight. Once unzipped, the contents spilled out. 86 training rockets, all hidden inside a civilian travel bag, now corroded, torn, and buried beneath the bridge. The discoveries escalated from there. They pulled up a full artillery training shell, a large motorcycle frame, and even a vehicle component with intact military model markings. It no longer looked like random river debris, more like a cache that had been dumped or hidden intentionally. Recognizing the seriousness, they contacted authorities.
Got some more stuff for you guys to come check out.
Told that we have to call 911 and tell them it's a non-threatening emergency, and they are going to send a police officer down here.
Right. These rockets were in that bag.
The majority of them were.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of them had fell out. That kind of creeped me out though, with them test rockets being in that Delta Airlines bag.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Hey, man.
How you doing, sir?
Boss. Said you guys found some ammunition on or something?
Yeah, it's up there.
A little more than ammunition. M73 practice rockets.
Oh, shit. I've never been in a call like this, so I gotta see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have y'all do and fill out real quick. It's called an FI. It's just basic. You're not in trouble or anything. It's just basic information and everything, like name, social. Sure. How y'all doing?
Good.
Not too good, right? Here's the good news. The good news is you're not going to jail as far as I know so far.
Hey.
The bad news is y'all getting tickets, man.
We getting tickets?
Yeah, because anybody got Fort Stewart permits? Where'd you guys do this magnet fishing at?
Right there.
Right there on the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get into the river down there, that's Fort Stewart, okay? First off, you can't fish from the bridge. You can't, hold up. You can't magnet fish from the dam on Fort Stewart. You got to have a permit to even be out here doing anything, okay? So, and then this is a closed area right here. You're on Army base, so if you weren't fishing from the highway, there's no pond right here in the middle of the highway, right? So let me just explain. Anytime you leave the highway or throw anything off of the highway into a river, in order to do anything other than be on this public highway, which doesn't include anything else other than driving, you've got to have a permit, okay? Permit would be from range control to come out here and do whatever. The reason magnet fishing is not allowed is because of exactly what y'all got right there.
One by one, military police, game wardens, and other officers arrived to assess the pile. And instead of praise, the team received procedure. Magnet fishing wasn't allowed on Fort Stewart property. The bridge crossed a restricted zone, and recovering military items, training or not, meant they were now holding federal property. In the end, each member was issued 3 citations, totaling $340, along with a mandatory court date later that year. As they stepped back from the pile of rockets, belts, flares, and shells, the team realized this was unlike anything they had ever pulled from a river. The concentration of training rockets, ammunition belts, armor plates, and vehicle parts in a single location raises obvious questions. Items like these are rarely discarded casually, and the presence of a civilian duffel bag suggests the cash wasn't stored or transported through standard military channels. Still, every object appeared to be training or decommissioned equipment, making the mystery more curious than dangerous. So, why were 86 training rockets and so much additional gear hidden beneath a quiet bridge outside Fort Stewart? And more importantly, was this the entire cache, or did the river still hold the rest of whatever someone tried to bury there? It was May 2023, on a remote island somewhere in Indonesia, a place Kavi from the YouTube channel Kavi Fishing calls the scariest fishing spot in the world. His channel is built on extreme land-based fishing, giant predators, and solo expeditions into wild coastlines. But on this trip, after waking at 3 a.m. and trekking across the island alone, something about the silence, the currents, and the shadows in the water made the entire place feel unnervingly wrong.
Might switch to a stick bait. So I've just switched to a floating stick bait, 100 gram. It'll be easier to use in this crazy strong current. So much different than the popper. I don't even know how to use it properly. Oh! Wow! Did you see that? Oh! Something just went for it and completely missed it. I think that was big. I think that was really big. Woo! No touch on the lure at all, just out there. Huge GT. Did you see that GT? It just swam straight past. Straight past. Wow. It swam straight past here. Really, really big GT. Just need a hook one. Ba 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 ram. Ba 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 ram. Bo 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 bo. That's crazy in there. We're on. I don't know what we have. Doesn't feel that big. It's definitely not a big GT. Woo! Oh, we get a nice shot of this guy. Is there any fish following it? Here we go with the first fish of the trip. And yes, it's a bluefin. About the size of my lure. That's super crazy. Gonna get this lure out and we'll get the fish back in. But yeah, it's not really what I was expecting after a couple of big hits out there. But no hook up. Alright, let's get this guy back. Ew! Alrighty, well that's it for that session. We've got a long walk back to camp. So let's do it, eh? Alrighty, well I'm in my tent already. The sun hasn't even really fully gone down yet, but tomorrow is our first full day and it's gonna be psycho. So I'm gonna try and get a good sleep. I woke up this morning at probably 3 to get to this island. Big mission. So yeah, let's try and get a long sleep, get some energy, get into those big GT tomorrow, eh? Alright, pillow out.
From the very first cast, the current dragged hard enough to force him onto a 100-gram floating stickbait. A massive fish lunged but completely missed the lure, leaving only a burst of whitewater behind. A huge GT drifted past without reacting, followed by the dark shape of a large bluefin. When he finally hooked something, it turned out to be a tiny bluefin foul-hooked, barely the size of his lure. The sun dropped fast, and Kavi ended the session with nothing but a long walk back to camp. With the first full day ahead of him, he stepped out of the tent just in time to see predators smashing bait in the shallows.
Yes! First cast in the zone. Yes! I don't know what this is. Oh, it's fighting alright. Oh, there's more. Heaps more. Probably a bluefin though. Oh no, what? It's a big red bass. It's a huge one. Huge red bass. Massive. On pink sand. First cast of the morning. Big red bass. Straight out the front of camp. That's beautiful. Alright, let's go for a swim, mate. We'll get you back. Ew! Frothing. Woo! Red bass always go crazy. I honestly reckon that we go for another one out here, because there should be GT as well. 60 gram floater. If we don't get anything else here in 2-3 more casts, we'll go up to the spot. We go to the monster zone. That was cool though, red bass off the bat. The water's like not super duper warm, eh? And it's a lot higher tide than I thought. That means we might be swimming back. That shark. There's a shark right behind me just when I turned the camera off. I looked down, it was on my heels, dude. Shark was following us that whole way walking through the water. Hungry.
One cast later, a massive red bass exploded on his popper, an unexpected trophy right in front of camp. But the ocean around him wasn't empty. As he waded toward deeper water, he turned and realized a shark had been shadowing him from behind, close enough to touch his heels. Farther out, the moment he had waited for finally arrived.
I've fished all my life, and I haven't caught you. Big GT, come on. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Oh! Hooks came out. No! That was a big GT. Oh, we go again. The curse is still going. Didn't really fully feel its power. It didn't go super psycho like those other big ones I hooked. String of unfortunate events again. Yes! How was that? I thought, that's crazy. Come on. You! Huge shark. Wow. Oh, that was crazy strike. Come on, relax. Oh, I thought that was a big GT. That was a shark. On the popper. Get a normal holder. But yeah. Whew. They're a beautiful fish. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. We're gonna get the hook out, okay? Woo! Alright. Oh, ho, 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 ho! That shark really wanted a piece of cavi. So full of energy, man. Nice catch and release. Black tip shark, but it was so dark. I thought that was a really big GT, the way it struck the lure, but yeah, still searching for that G. Phew.
A powerful hit from a GT. The rod bowed, the drag screamed. Then everything went slack. Another pulled hook. Another loss. Another reminder of what he called the curse of this spot. Moments later, he hooked into something heavy again, only to discover a highly aggressive black-tip shark thrashing on the end of his line. He released it quickly and returned to camp, determined to try again at sunrise.
I just got up to go to the toilet. It's our last morning here before we go fishing. I went to put my shoes on and check this out. That's a scorpion, dude. Well, I'm not putting my shoes on yet, but I really need to do a big poo. The sun's starting to come up for sure. It's already gone. That was the craziest thing. All right, we gotta get ready to go fishing. We really, really need to get one. Unless I'm completely cursed and it's just not gonna happen. But yeah, let's go. Yoo!
Before heading out for his last morning session, He slid his foot toward his shoe and froze. A scorpion sat curled inside. Shaken, but still committed, he made the final cast of the entire trip at the same haunted stretch of reef. No strike, no follow, no GT. Just silence. Some viewers believe the extreme current, the terrain, and the sheer number of sharks make this location nearly impossible for landing large GTs. Others think the fish are there, but the angle, footing, and swell give them every advantage to throw the hook. Either way, Cavi's repeated losses at this single spot have become a recurring theme and a mystery in themselves. So after 3 days, countless casts, and another GT slipping away, one question remains. Is this place truly cursed, or is there something about this shoreline that no angler has figured out yet? If you were in his position, would you return to this spot or never come back again? On October 9th, 2022, along the busiest beach in Mexico, Dallas from the YouTube channel Man Plus River prepared for another underwater treasure hunt. His channel specializes in recovering lost jewelry beneath the surface, and today he aimed to break his personal record of 4 rings in a single dive. With crowds filling the